Hi, can y'all hear me good? Hello? Yeah. Hello? All right, we're back. Had to go eat dinner and uh, check my connection. It seems to be working. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. It seems to be working fine now. So yeah, we're gonna just continue doing this.
Your piece once again. We remove the cavity of foam around the.
All right, we're gonna orient this the right way. So we got this piece, this piece. Oh dear, I've done it wrong again. This piece. We got this piece. We got this piece. We got these pieces.
The front and remove the paper. Paper from both sides, as you see right here. And we've also removed the paper here and the cavities all around the edges. We can go ahead and put these two pieces aside right by our tail section. Let's go ahead and glue our doublers. This doubler is going to serve two purposes. It's going to support our landing gear and our pontoon option. It's also going to act as a slide that's going to enable us to slide our power pod in and out very easily. On the main fuselage section, you're going to notice an etch line. The etch line on the plane is going to be noted as a blue line. We're going to go ahead and line that up, making sure we're happy with the fit. Once we are, we'll go ahead and apply a bead of glue. Doesn't have to be too much. Now we are put right back over the etch lines. Go back and forth, thinning out that glue as much as possible, and then hold it in place. Take extra care to make sure that the etch line right here is most accurately followed. Same process on the other side. Always test it, always make sure we're happy. One thing this tells us, when we test fit it, now we know the exact side we have to put the glue on, which is going to be this side here. Nice thin bead of glue. Right back over the etch lines.
Yeah. Bead of glue. And stick it over the etch line. As I was told to do by Mr. Josh Bixler. Squishy this down. Yeah. So yeah, that's nice. Get some of that going. Cool. And then we do the same thing for the other side.
Nice thin bead of glue. Once again, I'm taking careful notes to make sure that.
All right. Alrighty. It's looking pretty dang nice. Keep holding it down, squishing it in these spots so it doesn't come back up. Alright, next step.
So this edge line right on the top here is most accurately followed. Now that both of our double edges are properly glued in, we're going to go ahead and establish a crease line on this very back edge. If you have the speedboat kit, you should be able to easily lift this up nice and gently, and it'll crease right on that edge line. If you're doing this with the plans, you're going to have to crease this with your fingernail, or very carefully with the baking lift up on both these edges, and what we're doing is we're mentioning the angle of the back section here. Now that we established our bends on both sides of the fuselage, we're going to go ahead and practice a B-fold. A B-fold is where the side plates will be side to bottom plate. So A above, B beside. We're going to do a test fold, and you're going to notice we keep the bottom plate firmly against the table. And this time we're going to rotate the side plate out, and making sure that we have a nice firm fit all along our building surface. This is also a really good time. If you don't already have a triangle like you see here, make sure you get one. This is all included in our crafty kit. If you don't need that, you want everything to build. All right, that's it's nice and 90 degrees perpendicular. We're happy with that. Take the side plate up and making sure that we have a nice firm fit all along our building surface. This is also a really good time. If you don't already have a triangle like you see here, make sure you get one. This is all included in our crafty kit. If you don't need that, you want everything to build. All right, that's it's nice and 90 degrees perpendicular. We're happy with that. Now for the B fold, we're going to focus on going the side of the bottom plate, unlike on the A fold where it was on the side of the top. Nice healthy bead. We're going to stop just about a half inch short of that crease right there. Same process as before. Nice healthy bead. We're going to stop just about a half inch short of that crease right there. Same process as before. We're going to fold it up, making sure we're firmly against the table. And we're going to also put careful attention to make sure that our bend here is nice and seated against the bottom plate. Check square. The more often that you check for square, the more often that everything's going to be perfect. You start doing this from the beginning of the build, you're going to find that everything just fits better together. Or you give this about 45 seconds. I like how I'm wearing my sunshine in my head. All right, so 45 seconds is done. We're going to inspect it, make sure we're happy with the way everything looks. We're going to do the same process on the other side. Once again,
Take this guy and fold him up. Take this guy back here, fold him up. Okay, so either my triangle is bent or this foam is a little bit warped, and it looks like the foam is a little warped. So I stick the triangle on any other edge that's like supposedly perfect. It's nice, so I'm just gonna kind of guesstimate here because my triangle apparently, or my foam board's a little warped apparently. Was I supposed to, how many holes was I supposed to have cut out of the sides already?
B-fold, bottom plates against the table, rotate up 90 degrees, go on a nice clean edge all the way back to the tail. You're going to notice these two portions should be nice and parallel to each other, along with all the other areas of the open this up. Make sure we have plenty of hot glue in case we need. I'm going to start about half inch side. Just give that extra room for the hot glue to squeeze out. About half inch side of the table.
Shh.
Back on the table. 90 degrees up. Hold it at 90. That little triangle. Angle just kind of keeps us on. It keeps us from keeping it too wide or keeping it too tight. Both circumstances, you can still move forward, but the plane's not going to look as nice. So now that both of our side plates are glued up 90 degrees, we're going to go ahead and put our attention towards this plate that you can see right here. We're going to go ahead and open this up. It should be a nice edge line. I was going to just put a little bit of a crease here, just so we can make it like a door. I'm going to slide this right on in, all the way to the very back, nice and flush with the tail of the fuselage. Now before we glue this on, we're going to do a couple things to this front portion here. We're going to put a slight bead of glue right, nice and flush with the tail of the fuselage.
Cool.
Now before we glue this on, we're going to do a couple things to this front portion here. We're going to put a slight bead of glue right on the edge and using the table as our friend. We're going to fold it up 90. We're going to count 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 7, 10. We're going to fold right back down flat against the table. Count 10. Now I'm just going to rock it to make sure I didn't glue it. This is going to get a nice decorative edge. It's going to keep it from delaminating, but it's also a nice rigid spot that the landing gears can do a friction fit right on through. Also, you're going to notice that there's a nice curve on this back portion here. It's a lot easier at this point now. Just slightly rock this up and then establish a very gentle curve. That's going to make this portion glued even nicer. We've already test fitted this already, so we're going to go place our glue on, and we're going to taper our glue on the very edge of the foam. Split the glue at half and half between the foam and the paper. This is an Aztec Pro 200 hot glue gun. Kind of like a 357 Magnum with a hot glue gun, so it'll never run out of hot glue. It's industrial in nature. It's also overkill if you're going to build smaller models. But if you like this building experience, I definitely recommend that investment. You see, I pulled this in and turn this over 180 degrees and press it down firmly against the table. Anytime you can use the table as your friend and push down against it, it's going to